Hi everyone and welcome back to a new Canadialog podcast. First, would like to wish you Happy New Year, health, happiness, and all the best for 2020. To begin this new year, Alexandre Bellemare and Olivier Danjou with you to present you a Braille smartwatch, which is the Dot Watch. This watch contains 4 Braille cells, 6 dots for each cells, and allowed to connect to a smartphone, iPhone or Android in order to consult notification received on your phone, accept or reject calls. You have also the possibility to copy memos on this watch in order to access them later on. For sure, this watch allows you to read the time, the date, include a stopwatch, a timer, and much more. Enjoy!
Hello everybody, Olivier Danjou and Alexandre Bellemare with you. Hope you're doing well. Since a couple of years, Alex is coming home during the holiday, and every year he brings a new device for us to play with, and this year is no exception. Alex is at home. Hi Alex.
Hi Olivier, how are you doing?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing well.
So you brought us a new toy to play with this year.
Yeah, this is a watch that it is known. We are hearing about it since a couple of years already. However, it was impossible maybe before this year to get it in Canada, and I was able to find it out. Now it is available through the CNIB store. So then I was able to find it out, and then we can try it out together. This is the Dot Watch, which is made by Dot Incorp, so for incorporation. And then yes, I got this one, and it is a Braille watch, but it is a smart Braille watch.
Kind of smart.
Yeah, this is a kind of smart watch, meaning that you're not going to be able to interact with your phone the way you can expect when using an Apple Watch. But you'll be able to read out the content that will be prompted to you using the notification center of your phone. However, you're not going to be able, let's say, to send a message using the watch, or even to send an email, or to interact with a voice assistant. The only possibility you'll have with the watch, it's only provide vibration feedback and 4 Braille cells, but 6 dots Braille cells. So there's no speaker, there's no microphone. So by the way, if you're not a Braille user, or if you're not a good Braille user, then to be honest, I think this podcast will not gonna be for you, and this device too. But if you are a good Braille reader, then it can be really interesting. And I think the question is it replacing the Apple Watch if you're owning one? Well, this is not a replacement, a complete replacement. I think this is more a complement to the Apple Watch, so something that will complete functionalities. And the thing with the Apple Watch is you're always hearing the Apple Watch talking, and except if you pair some Bluetooth headphones to the Apple Watch, then it's going to be possible to use it without having the watch heard by some other persons around you. Or yes, the haptic feedback exists in order to be able to read the time. However, sometimes even if you try to turn on the haptic feedback feature to read the time, sometimes if the watch is not catching up the 2 taps on the screen, then it may start talking. So really, I found this Dot Watch really interesting, to complete functionalities provided by the Apple Watch.
Did you try? Because I tried it a bit yesterday, and I'll try it more in deep in these few during a few days since you're home.
Yep.
Did you try? And I think you did. Did you try to wear both the Apple Watch and the Dot Watch at the same time during the same day? Let's say you were consulting your Dot Watch for your notification, and when you wanted
Yeah, for sure I did.
Yes.
For sure, I did. Definitely. But, it will require that you'll have two watches in the same arm, or one in your left arm and the second one the right arm. But yeah, for sure, you can deal with that. And you have the possibility, yes, to connect both to your iPhone. By the way, the Dot Watch is compatible either with iOS and Android. This is not the case for the Apple Watch. It's only iOS for sure. But in regards to the Dot Watch, yes, you can pair it to an iPhone as well as an Android phone.
Yeah, just before we continue, I would like to add something regarding the Apple Watch that we didn't know when we made our first podcast on it. So with the Series 4 and Series 5, you have the possibility to use the Siri voice of your iPhone with VoiceOver.
Yes, you can. This is a feature, but anyway, in regards to the Dot Watch, there is absolutely no voice.
No,
so this is only an Apple Watch feature. Now we're mostly focusing on the Dot Watch, because knowing that some users are only relying on Android, well, don't expect to be able to connect the Apple Watch to your smartphone. But in regards to the Dot Watch, yep, you'll be able to use this watch on your Android device.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you the pairing process on Android, and we're going to show it to you on iOS as well.
Yep, maybe just before we go ahead and start the pairing process on Android, maybe I'll suggest to you that we describe the watch physically.
I'll let you do that.
All right. So the way it is done, it is a round watch, and attached to it there is a Milanese bracelet, a band, and it is quietly similar to the Milanese band you can purchase with some Apple Watch, if you know about. And the way it is done, it is attached to one side of the watch. The other side can be removed from the loop. And the way, but at this point, I have no way to remove the bracelet from to completely remove the bracelet from the watch. So that's the thing. And by the way, just pay attention when using the bracelet or removing it, because the thing is it can be removed from the loop. So just pay attention in order to prevent a drop of the watch on the floor or something like this. On the right side of the watch, you'll find 3 buttons from top to bottom. If you're wearing the watch in your left hand, you should feel the select button, then the crown that you can turn in order to select options inside the menu.
But you cannot press it.
Yep, you cannot click on it like the Apple Watch crown. This is not the same. By the way, I don't know why they did it separately. Maybe they can, the next version, integrate the select button directly into the crown.
Yeah, that would happen.
Yeah. Anyways, and the last button at the bottom right of the watch on the side, it is the power and home button. So if you want to put your watch into sleep mode, clear the Braille display, then you can press this button. Or if you want to power on and off the watch, you can press and hold. And some other features also exist using this button, like inverting the way that the watch works, finding your iPhone, things like this. Not only your iPhone, but your Android as well. Anyways, and the top of the watch, you'll find a rubber, let's see, not a ring, but yes, a ring with a line at the middle of it. And you'll find two different zones. The top one is the one that contains the 4 Braille cells. By the way, cells are recovered by a small piece of rubber. It is very tiny. Why? Because they don't want that dust or liquid go inside the Braille cells. That will prevent them working as expected. And under this, you'll find another zone which contains 2 tactile buttons. So you'll find under the Braille cell number 2, the one allowing to move the Braille display to the left, and under the cell number 3, you'll find the one allowing to move right or move forward with the Braille display. The exact same way as using the panning button, let's say on a Focus or on a Brilliant, things like this. So that will allows you to read out some text using the 4 Braille cells by scrolling into the text. By the way, the watch also provide an auto scroll mode. We'll talk about this one maybe a bit later. Under the watch, it is a flat round surface. At the opposite of the button, you should feel a very small connector. This one is used for the charger. So if you need to connect the watch to the charger, make sure to align. This is, by the way, rechargeable through USB. And on the this is a small plate with a USB cable. It is made of plastic. And it is magnetic plate, but on this one there is 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and you need to align those pins to the connector of the watch. So just make sure to orient it the right way, and then it will stay in place using magnetism. And by the way, if you follow the cable attached to it, this is a standard USB type A cable, and in Braille you should feel the letter D on the cable as well. Maybe let's talk about the content of the box. So you'll find for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So inside the box you will have the watch
itself, for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, ask you some questions.
The power cable, the charging cable.
Yeah. Oh, and just by the way, talking about the charger, there's no way to separate the charging platform from the USB cable. So if the USB cable is broken, there's no way to just replace the cable, unfortunately.
Like the Apple Watch, like
same thing. Same thing, exactly.
Yeah. So, and then you have a rubber replacement.
Yeah, because the rubber piece I was talking about, it is thick on the watch. So if you need to replace it in the future, you can just remove it and stick the new one. However, what I don't know about is if you need a third or fourth one. I don't have any information right now where I should order them.
Next, I think for the bend, you have another piece of bend.
No. It is not like the Apple Watch. No, only one size, because there's at this time I don't have any instructions on how to completely remove the band from the watch. So no, the band is just around a piece of like paper or something like this to hold it in place. No, there's no additional parts. No, only 2 things are missing there.
Yeah, the user guide.
In Braille as well as in printed.
Yeah.
Braille and print.
In the user guide in Braille, there's some touch graphs.
It is pretty cool. And not a lot of text. It is, by the way, it's not a complete user guide. If you want to be able to read a complete user guide, go ahead and use your .watch app either on iOS and Android. Then you should be able to find it out. Well, the way that it is designed, this is only a quick start guide that will show you the basic features of the watch, and it will show you using some tactile graphs the emplacement of buttons that I've just explained to you a couple of minutes ago.
And just before we forget, there is no wall adapter.
No, knowing that a lot of users are now having some power bars integrating USB, then you can just connect the watch directly inside a power bar with a USB. And by the way, same thing for Bose frames. We talked about them a couple of shows episode ago.
I got some for Christmas.
I think you're very happy with them.
Yeah, I'm wearing them
but
all the
no,
time.
no USB connector. Same thing when I've purchased my initial pair of Bose Quiet Control 30. No USB wall adapter. So expect either to buy one. It's costing like $1.
Or take your iPhone wall adapter.
Whatever. Yes. Yeah. It's not requiring a lot of amps. So you just need to use any kind of USB to wall adapter or a power bar integrating USB plugs. It's more than perfect.
Speaking of power, you were saying that the battery was lasting about 10 days?
In the user guide, they told around 10 days without the need of charging. In reality, I got mine on Tuesday, and I've put it on charge Tuesday evening for approximately 2 to 3 hours during the time I was heating. Then I removed the watch from the charger. It was full. Then I start using it on Tuesday. And then I was having a Christmas party on the next Monday, and well, I was interested to show it to some friends because they are blind too, and Braille users for a majority of them. So I've decided to bring the watch there, and just before leaving, it was, well, the battery is at 30%. Maybe I'll charge it just before leaving, just in case. So I did not bring it near to zero, to be honest, but yes, after let's say 6 days, because it was late in the evening when I unplugged it. So really, maybe let's say that I start using it more on Wednesday morning. So let's talk between, let's say, 5 and 6 days before I've decided to charge it again, and it was at 30%. So probably that I'll be able to do my day of Monday. But the battery is great. Compare, let's say, to an Apple Watch. You need to charge it every 2 days, and mostly every day if you just want to be safe.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe let's start with the pairing. Last thing, you'll hear it. I'll bring it back to I'll bring it near to the microphone, and the way that Braille cells are constituted, these are magnetic Braille cells. It is, let's say, a bit comparable to cells you may find in the Orbit reader, even if it is difficult now to find in Canada because they have discontinued it in Canada, even if I think APH continue to provide this kind of display. Anyways, it is quite similar to the cells you may find using the Orbit reader. By the way, you will hear them. Cells are not refreshing all at the same time. It is one by one. So let's say that the 4 cell need to be refreshed. You'll hear sounds like this. And by the way, don't forget that you should make sure to remove your finger from the Braille display when cells are refreshing, because some dots might be unable to refresh properly. Even if they need to enter inside the watch or going outside. So make sure to remove your finger when the cells are refreshing. So in order to turn on the watch, let me press and hold the power button. Then we should hear 2 vibration. Oh yeah, 1. Sorry. And then I think we've just heard the Braille cells.
Yes.
Yeah, we heard them. Then just before you paired it, let me just Sorry, I was near the microphone, but let me just try to like refresh the Braille cells by just moving the digital crown and navigating into the menu. So by the way, each time you're processing a command, the watch will vibrate. And why it vibrates twice? It was because I was at the first option in the menu. So now, from top to bottom, I can read disk for disconnected, 80 for 80%. Then I can read the time. The time is not at the right, is not adjusted properly because now it's 3 p.m. on it. Then NOTI, N-O-T-I for notifications. Stop for stopwatch. Time R, so TIMR for timer. This is an English abbreviation. And then I can also read out memo. And now I am at the end of my menu. Then let me press the power button. So now the Braille display cleans up and will be ready to pair. By the way, if you are having some difficulties hearing the Braille cells moving, I'll greatly invite you to use headphones, then rewind the podcast a bit. You should be able to listen to them. So maybe let's start by pairing the watch on Android.
So in order to be able to use it with your phone, either on iOS or Android, you will need the .watch app. For this, in the App Store and to the Play Store, type .watch, so D-O-T space W-A-T-C-H. On the Play Store, I was able to find it pretty easily. It is called .watch 2. But on the App Store, for some reasons that I don't know, when I installed it on my phone, it was not the first, it was far in the app list.
Yeah, effectively, that's the case, but just look for .watch 2 lifestyle, and if you're unsure that you find the right one, go ahead and open the app description, and you'll be able to read something that this is for a watch for the blind users, and that it is made by .watch Incorp, and you'll have a description of the watch or something like this.
So I'm using a Google Pixel running Android 10 with the vocalizer Zoe voice, which is available with JAWS if you want to use it, but unfortunately not available on iOS.
Device unlocked. 2:59 p.m. Vocalizer voices. Actions available.
So
Avion.
find
Act Millionaire.
.watch. There
Actions
we go.
available. .watch. Status. Not paired. .watch. Allow .watch to access your contacts. Allow button.
I don't know why they ask disk, but anyway.
Well, I think I know. It is because when receiving a phone call, it will be able to display the name of the caller. So I think that's the reason why.
Okay.
Allow .watch to make and manage phone calls. Allow button.
Yes.
Allow .watch to access this device's location. Allow all the time button. Allow only while using the app button.
Personally, I'll click all the time.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
Allow
yeah.
all the time button.
Never know.
Allow .watch to access this device. Allow all the time button. Notification access. Navigate up button. Search settings. Help and feedback. Android Auto off. .watch. .watch app off. Switch.
I'll turn it on.
Yep.
Alert allow notification access for .watch. Deny button. Allow button. Notification access. .watch. .watch app on. Switch. Inlet. Google VR. Device personalization services. Improve suggestions. Off. Switch.
So I will click back to get out of there.
Back button. Out. .watch. My watch title.
And now we are in the application. So we are in the first tab. there are 4 tabs, even though Android sees them as checkboxes. So now we are in the first tab.
Yeah, these are tabs. Yep.
Welcome. To get notifications on your watch, please pair it via Bluetooth. Start pairing button. Ticked my watch.
And
Start
we're
pairing
going
button.
to click on Start Pairing.
Watch device. Watch 1358. Previous button.
And
Watch 1358.
we don't have others, so we know that's the right one.
Yeah, 1358 are the last 4 digits of the serial number, in fact.
okay.
Yep.
Watch. Pairing title.
Pairing.
Setting up the watch.
Oh.
Watch. Watch is connected.
Yep, now I can see on the .watch Braille display CON, C-O-N-N, for connected. There we go. And now if I try to scroll with the digital crown to the bottom, then I can still see the battery percentage. Then now I can see the time, which is it the right one? Not sure. It is now 3:04 for the .watch. By the way, it should synchronize with your mobile device clock. And also take note that if you're not pairing it through a mobile device, you have some manual commands if it is not connected to a mobile device that will allow you to adjust the time and the date. All right, then I think we're now ready to go.
Let's see.
Tutorial button. Image.
Oh, yeah,
Yep, you have the tutorial.
Pairing success title.
Pairing success.
Skip button.
And should we do the tutorial?
Why not? Let's do it quickly.
Pairing image. Tutorial button.
But before, let me log the phone and check the time.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing to do.
Screen off. 3:05 p.m.
Yep, and it is written 3:05. Yeah, in fact, yeah, so yes, the time is the right one. And by the way, let me check the date. If I want to check the
Screen
date,
off.
I can press twice the selector button. Then yes, we are at 12/27, so December 27th. Yep, we are all set now. And by the way, at the second press of the select button, you should be able to feel a second. And after that, because we're working in English, I can read out PM because we are now in the afternoon here.
So let's go through the tutorial.
Device
Yep.
unlocked. 3:06 p.m. Tutorial button.
Here we go. The
Watch.
tutorial.
Previous button. Tutorial title. Skip button. Checking the Braille cells. Press the Raise the Pins button below. All the pins on the screen will be raised. Check the position and height of the Braille cells. Please note that putting your hand on the cells while the pins are moving may interfere with proper Braille output.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll press the raise pin.
Yep, you should find 2 different buttons, one allowing to raise them and one allowing to clear the Braille display after. So let's try this out.
Once you are done, press the Drop the Pins button. All
Yeah,
the pins
drop.
on the screen will drop. Once again, having your hand on the pin may interfere with the cells, and not all pins may drop. Raise the
Okay.
Pins button.
Ready?
Yep, I am. There we go. So now I can see all. So I can now feel 24 pins. So like for the 4 symbols, 4 times. So 4, 4, 4, 4. That's the thing. And then you can also now click drop.
Drop the Pins button.
There we go. So now the Braille display is clean. Then go ahead and go to the next step of the tutorial.
Next button.
Perfect.
Watch. Previous button. Tutorial title. Skip button. Display. There are 4 Braille cells on the front of the watch. Each Braille cell has 6 dots. Next button.
Yep.
Watch. Previous button. Tutorial title. Skip button. Using the touch sensors. Read the numbers button. Touch sensors are located below the second and third cells. Use the touch sensors to scroll back and forth. When pressed, a vibration will occur.
Okay, yes. So the sensors. So when you'll click the button allowing to display the digit, I should be able to read the end of the text and scrolling by pressing the right sensor, and to go back by pressing the left one.
Let's go through to see if there's other text or whatever.
Next button.
Oh, no,
Oh,
okay.
next.
Touch. Read the. Using the touch. Read the. Skip. Tutorial text. Using the touch. Read the numbers button.
There we
Read the
go.
numbers. There you go.
Ready?
Yeah, I am. Okay, now I can feel dots 3, 4, 5, 6 for the numeric symbol, followed by a digit number 0, 1, and 2. Then if I press the right touch sensor, then I can feel 3, 4, 5, 6. Then if I do it again, I can feel 7, 8, 9. And then, yes, I can scroll the text this way. And I can go back to what I was reading before by using the left sensor. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Click next.
Touch set. Next. Dot watch. Previous button.
Okay,
Tutorial.
the
Skip
Braille
button.
display
Using
is
the dot
clean.
crown. The dot crown is located in the middle of the right side of the dot watch. You can navigate the menus or adjust the numbers of each function by rotating the dot crown. 1. Turn the dot crown clockwise. Row by row, pins will raise up from the bottom of the Braille cells.
Okay, so if I turn it clockwise, yes, I can feel dashes. Then, yep, Braille cells are completing. Yep, so dash, then a line of dots 2, 3, 5, 6, and then a complete Braille cell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Yeah.
2. Turn the dot crown counterclockwise. Row by row, pins will drop down from the top of the Braille cells.
Yep, exactly. There we go. Now I can feel dot 36, 36, 36 because I turn it twice. And there we go. Okay, perfect.
Next button.
Next.
Dot watch. Previous button. Tutorial tab. Skip button. Home button. Home button is located below the dot crown. Press this button to return to home screen. All the Braille cells will go down.
Pressing. Yep, that's right.
You can turn the power on and off by pressing the home button for 3 seconds.
I'm not going to do it now, but yes, you can turn it off or on by pressing this button and holding.
Next button. Dot watch. Previous but tutorial. Skip button. Select button. Select button is located above the dot crown. Press this button to read time or operate each function in the menu. 1.
Pressing.
Press the select button. The current time is displayed on the screen. The
Yep.
time is displayed in 4 digits.
313. Yep. So in fact, 0313. These are Lewis Braille digits.
2. Press the select button once more. The current second is displayed on the left 2 cells.
Yep.
3. Press the select button once more. The current date is displayed in 4 digits.
Yep. 1227.
Next button. Would you like to learn the auto scroll mode? You can come back to the dot watch tutorial again in setting. Tutorial.
What is the auto scroll? If you click the option, you'll have the possibility there to adjust the speed of the scroll and the number of cells to refresh at the same time. Because yes, you can ask to refresh all the 4 cells at the same time, or you can also ask the watch to refresh it. I think it is the first one, then after that the second one, during the time you're reading the third and fourth one, things like this. In order to launch the auto scroll mode, when reading a notification, a memo, or something else, you can just press the select button, then the auto scroll feature will be automatically launched. So maybe we can skip this out, because you'll just be able to find a speed selector there and the button to adjust the number of cells. Maybe we can talk about it in the setting part of the app later on.
No button. Dot watch. Next button.
Okay.
3. Press the select. Next button. Would you like to learn the auto scroll mode? No
Okay,
button.
No, I
think
don't want-
we're done.
Dot
Yeah,
watch.
I think-
Next button. 2.
So
1. Select button. Select button. Skip. Tutorial. Skip.
Yeah,
Button.
click skip. I think it's going to be much
Do you
better.
want to skip the
Okay.
tutorial?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can come. Continue. Skip button. Continue. Skip button.
No, skip. Okay.
Primary language. Not ticked. English UEB. Grade 2.
Go ahead and take the English grade 2.
But wait, before I do that, I just want to say that setup is not complete yet. Once you see the tutorial, setup is not complete.
Nope, we're still in the setup process.
Yeah, so I will check.
Yeah, go ahead and check English UEB.
Let's see if there's other options.
Ticked. Francis grade 1.
Ah,
Checkbox.
Oh,
yeah, you were
yeah.
taking French. Okay, that's why.
Okay. Button. Tick. Not ticked. English UEB. Primary language. Not ticked. English UEB. Grade.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not ticked. Okay.
I
Button.
got a notifications. What's in there? Okay, the time displayed, I don't know for... Oh, okay. Go ahead and click next, maybe.
Dot watch. My watch title. Welcome. Battery 70%. Ticked. My watch. Type box.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, and now we are done with the setup.
Yeah, and now I can... Let me check. Yeah, I have no notifications, I think, yet to confirm that the Braille is now set to UAB, unfortunately.
Because
Let me
I have
open
no
notifications. No, it is written none. Unfortunately, maybe later on we'll be able to get some, maybe later on when pairing on iOS. Maybe we can stop here on Android. Do you have some other feature you'd like to show?
We will see them in iOS.
All right, because yes, the app is quite similar on Android as well as on iOS. Just by the way, keep in mind that tabs are not called tabs on Android. These are called checkbox, but these are tabs, so you can either select between My Watch, clock that will provide alarm and hourly indication, then functional, I think it's functionalities, right?
Not ticked. Functions. Type box.
Functions, yes, okay. We'll see what's in there later on. And the last one is the setting one.
We're gonna go there.
Not ticked. Settings.
Setting, yeah, because go ahead and unpair the watch from your Android phone, then we'll do the pairing again on iOS.
Because the procedure is a bit different.
Oh, quietly similar, but yes, a bit different anyways.
You have an extra step to do on iOS.
Yep, you just need to go into settings, then Bluetooth, then click on I think it's show more, just after the .watch name, then forget device. That's the only thing you need to do.
But first
And
you
confirm.
need to...
Not ticked. Function. Tick.
Yes, you need to unpair it
Not
from
app version.
the app.
Policies. Tutorial. User guide. Contact us. Contact us. Support. My device. Settings title. My device. Watch 1358. Button.
Yeah,
Oh,
click the button.
Click that.
Watch 1358 title.
All right.
Notification. Language. Firmware update. Watch information. Unpair. Not tick. Unpair. Button.
Yeah, unpair.
Unpair. All media, data, and settings on your watch will be erased. This cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to unpair with watch?
I am.
Yes, we are.
Cancel. Unpair. Button.
There we go.
Settings title. Watch.
And then the watch. There we go. The watch is now rebooting.
My device not connected. Button.
Okay, and just before doing the pairing back with iOS, let me just turn it off just in case. So pressing and holding the power button. Okay, now I just feel a long vibrate and the Braille display was cleaned. So in a moment we'll be back with iOS. All right, here we are. So let me, before anything, pardon the .watch because it was off. There we go. It's booting. Normally, if the watch is connected to your phone, you should be, and the watch is detecting the phone, you should be able to feel after the power on process, feel two vibration and read connect. If not, just after a couple of seconds, try to move the digital crown. Now I can see a notif and just press the home and power button to go out of there. There we go. So I think the watch is now ready. Go ahead and launch the app, please.
Yeah, we are using an iPhone 6s on iOS 13.3.
Well, not sure it is 0.3, maybe 0.2 point something, but really, we don't really care about it now. But yeah, this is pretty much the latest version anyway. So, yep, go ahead and launch the DotWatch app.
DotWatch 2. Double tap to alert. DotWatch 2 would like to use Bluetooth.
Yes, you need
App
this.
requires Bluetooth connection to get iPhone notifications on your DotWatch. Don't allow, but OK button.
No choice.
DotWatch 2, My Watch, heading.
And for some reason, it didn't ask us to access the contacts.
Yeah, because I think on iOS this is working a bit differently. So because I think it's just displaying the caller ID name, but on Android maybe the system works a bit differently. But anyways, that's not the most important thing here. Good, and move forward.
Welcome to Dot.
Thank
To
you.
get notifications on your watch, please pair your DotWatch via Bluetooth. Start pairing button.
Damn.
Selected. My Watch. Start pairing button.
We're ready now to click on Start Pairing.
Close button. Stop button. Select your device. Heading. Device. DotWatch 1358 button.
That's the one. Click it.
Yeah,
Connecting to DotWatch.
Thanks.
Setting up alert.
Okay.
Bluetooth pairing request. DotWatch 1358 would like to pair with your iPhone. Cancel. Bluetooth. DotWatch 13. Cancel. Pair button.
Yeah, click Pair. Okay, there we go.
DotWatch 2. Skip button. Alert. Allow DotWatch 1358 to display your iPhone notifications. When this don't allow.
Yes.
When this accessory is connected, all the notifications you receive will appear on its display.
This
Don't
is
allow-
really
allow
important.
button.
Yeah, hello?
DotWatch 2. Skip button. Tutorial. Skip button.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to skip the tutorial? You can cancel. Confirm button.
This is the exact
Primary
same
language.
tutorial we were able to see on Android. That's exactly the same. So yes, let's keep it. Perfect. Then
English button.
we need
Selected.
to
English button.
select the
Selected.
language.
Francais.
Oh, it
button.
is still
English
selected
button.
in French. Go ahead and
Selected.
click.
English.
Okay, perfect.
Francais button.
Hugging.
Button.
Yeah, the button is strangely labeled. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think that's the OK button. Click it.
Hugging.
My Watch. Heading.
there we go.
I think we're now all
Welcome
set.
to Dot. Battery 70%. Selected. My Watch. Tab. 1 of 4. Clock. Tab. 2 of 4. Functions. Tab. 3 of 4. Settings. Tab. 4 of 4.
So as you can see, the exact same tabs as on Android.
Yep. There we go. So the first tab, My Watch, will allows you to display the battery level, show that the watch is properly connected and that we're good to go. The second one, Clock, I would like to check it out.
Functions. Clock. Tab. 2 of. Clock. Heading. Alarm. Button.
To set an alarm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no way at this time to set the alarm directly from the watch itself. You need absolutely to use the mobile app. No way to use it using the watch itself. By the way, when setting up an alarm, you have the possibility to select if you want to have this alarm repeat on specific days of the week. So that's nice. By the way, using the watch itself, you can, even if you can't set an alarm, you can use it as a independent stopwatch or a timer. And this is working directly from the watch. No need to use the mobile app. Next option in the clock tab.
The Dot Watch will notify you every hour. Switch button. Off.
Yep.
Double tap to toggle setting.
So you can ask the Dot Watch to notify you each hour. So that's it will I think vibrate something like this.
My Watch. Tab.
And
1
we're
of 4.
done. Cool. Okay. The third tab.
Functions. Tab. 3 of.
We have quite a bit here.
Functions. Heading.
Yep.
Save messages. Button.
Save messages. Would like to. Oh, maybe you can click it.
No messages.
Okay.
Press and hold select button for 3 seconds while reading a notification on your Dot Watch to save here.
So what it means, if you're reading a notification, you want to keep a trace of it, you can, let's say you're having some difficulties reading a specific notification, you can press and hold the select key, it will save it there. So you can, after that, open the .watch app on your mobile, then you can be able to access back the notification. That's the only thing, and for sure you can delete them after.
My Watch, tab, 1 of 4, functions, back button, function, save messages, button, study Braille, button,
Study Braille?
Study Braille.
numbers, button,
Oh yeah, to learn Braille. For a second I was wondering what is that.
Yeah, if you want to learn Braille, maybe for those who'd like to practice Braille, you can do it this way. So number, it will allows you to display all the numbers on the watch.
alphabet, button,
There we go.
Alphabet.
playground, button,
Playground. This will allows you to type in a text on your iPhone screen. Then this one will be displayed directly on the .watch Braille display.
My Watch, tab, 1 of
And
4,
that's it.
functions, back button, function, study Braille, button, memo, button,
Memo?
Yeah.
Good.
add memo, button, no memos, add memo, button,
This one you need to do it from the phone.
Yep. There's a limitation regarding the memo. I think it is 10 maximum, right?
Yeah,
I think you should.
type here, text field, add memo, heading, type here, text, My Watch, tab, type here, text field, double tap to edit, use the text field, is editing, insertion point at start,
So
cap H,
here
cap
we
H,
can type.
E, E,
Okay.
L, 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 O, O, hello, add memo, save, button, save, functions, back button,
And the watch vibrates twice in order to indicate that it has received the command. Okay. By the way, the maximum memo you can save, it is 10. And the first time you're going in the memo function, you should be able to see the message saying that the maximum capacity, it is up to 10. Let me bring back the watch near the microphone. Then if I press the select, then move the dot crown counterclockwise. Then I was able to find out memo, pressing select. Then here I can read out 1 in Louis Braille. So numeric sign formed by dot 3456, then number 1 formed by the dot 1. Pressing select again. Then now I can read out dot 6 for the capital. HEL. Then I need to scroll forward. Pressing the
Using
right
the
selector.
touch,
The touch, the right touch button. Then LO. Then if I press it again, we're not hearing them, but 2 short vibrations are filled. Then I can also move backward by using the left touch sensor. There we go. And if I want to go out of there, I just need to press the power button. Then the Braille display will clean. There we go. Next function.
edit, button,
Oh, so we can edit them.
Oh
memo,
yeah, I did the
heading,
memo for
add
sure.
memo, button, hello, button, My Watch, tab, 1 of 4,
I think if you came back to the hello, I think you can just flick up in order to
Hello,
remove
button.
it. I think.
Delete.
Not sure. Yeah, there we go.
performed action, delete, click
And
the add
then
memo
the
button to
watch
create up to 10
has
memos.
vibrated
You can
twice
check it in
again.
Braille on your .watch.
Oh yeah, it said it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Memo, heading, edit, dimmed, button, memo, heading, functions, back button, functions, memo, button,
All right.
find my .watch, button,
Find my .watch. Okay, good.
press the start find button below to locate your .watch. The .watch will vibrate for 5 minutes if it is within range of your mobile device. Press the home button or select button to stop the .watch from vibrating. Start find, button, My Watch, start find, button, start find.
There we go. So now if I'm looking at the Braille display, I can read out find. Then let me just press the power button. Here we go. So it stopped. And by the way, go out of there. Maybe cancel the operation.
Find my watch. Heading. Functions. Back button. Functions.
Thanks. By the
Find
way,
my
if I
watch
need to
button.
find my phone using the watch, we did not test it yet on Android, but on iOS, I'm sure it is working. If I press simultaneously twice the power and select button, 1, 2, the phone is ringing, but it's ringing using his internal speaker, not the headphones, just to make sure you'll be able to find it out. Is there anything else in the Functions tab?
My watch. Tab. Find my watch. Button.
Nope, we are now done. Next tab. And the last one.
My clock. Selected. Settings. Tab. 4 of 4.
Settings.
Watch 1350. Settings. Heading. My device. Watch 1358. Battery 70%. Button.
Just move forward, I think, before clicking.
Support. Heading.
Yeah.
Contact us. Button.
If you need
User
to
guide
contact
button.
that, and your user guide is available there. So if you want to be able to consult the user guide, just go there.
Tutorial. Button.
Tutorial, so if you want to return to it.
Yep.
Policies. Button.
Yeah, the user
App version.
policies.
2.
Okay.
iOS version. 13.2.3.
Oh, no, it is not
My watch.
iOS,
Tab. 1.
13.3. Anyway, we really don't care for what we're doing now. Okay. Perfect. Then let's click the .watch button in order to access
User
the
guide.
settings.
Contact support. Watch. My watch 1350. Output settings. Button.
I think it's not the first option.
Watch 1358. Heading.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Output settings. Button.
Output settings. Okay, go there, please.
Auto scroll speed.
Okay, then, yes, here's the auto scroll speed. If you want to adjust it, what I was explaining a couple of minutes ago, it's that when reading a memo, a notification, you can press the select button and the watch will start scrolling automatically the text at the speed you have selected without the need of using the touch sensor. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's the first option there.
Output settings. Heading.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Auto scroll speed. 33%. Adjustable.
Yeah, this is
Swipe up or down
adjustable,
with one.
so you can ask to do it faster or slower.
Vibration intensity.
Yes, you can adjust this out.
57%. Adjustable. Swipe up or
So-
down with one finger. Standby time. 60 seconds. 85%. Adjustable.
Um,
Swipe up. Number of cell. S.
Oh, yeah, okay, the standby time. Yeah, before it goes to sleep. Yeah, okay.
6. Number of cell. S. Auto scrolled. 1. Button. 1 of 2. Selected. 4. Button. 2 of 2.
So yes, you can select between 1 or 4. When selecting 1, I think that the first cell will refresh. Then after that, the second, and things like this. So it will allows you to continue reading during the time it will be refreshing. So this is another kind of feature. I don't like it a lot myself, but
You
it's
did
there.
test it?
Yeah, I did it. I don't. Oh no, you have deleted the memo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, but yes, I've tried this out when I did the initial setup and my initial unboxing of the watch, and I've decided to set it up as for sale at the same time, and which is by the way, the default options. Okay, let's continue into the display app.
My watch. Tab. 1 of 4.
Okay, I think we're done. Okay, perfect.
Selected. 4. Watch 1358. Back button. Watch. Output settings.
Okay.
Button.
Yeah,
Display
output.
settings. Button.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said the display, but it was output. Sorry. Here is the display. So let's double tap it.
Watch mode.
Okay.
Selected. Braille mode button.
Yeah, two modes are available. The Braille mode, which is the default one, and you have another one. I think it is called the tactile mode.
Watch mode.
Tactile mode
No,
button.
tactile.
Yeah, but
Watch mode.
you have this.
Yep. Which one?
Watch mode.
Watch mode. Watch mode.
No,
No. That's the it should be like the heading, but I think it is not
Okay.
identified as. What is the tactile mode? This one is for those who want to use the device but are unable to read Braille. It will be limited to some basic features. You're not going to be able to read notifications and things like this. Forget it. But what I saw, try to turn it on just for fun.
Selected. Braille mode. Tactile mode button. Selected.
Thanks.
Tactile mode.
Okay, the watch has received the command. Now it is 4:04. Now I can see, in the first cell, I can now see 4 dots probably for 4 hours. Then if I press again the selector, I can now see another cell with 4 dots, probably that if I wait a minute or two or something like this. But in this mode, by the way, I have no way. Oh yeah, now it is now, I have now, the first time I'm pressing the selector, I can now see, that's a weird, strange mode, because I can now see in the first cell 4 dots. The third one I can see 1 dot. I don't really know why, but it should be possible to read the time in a tactile way. And if I press the select in the third cell, now I can see the letter Q for 5 dot, probably so for 5 minutes, something like this. But really, to be honest, well, I'll greatly suggest you to use the Braille. Let me try to turn the digital crown. Now I can see some really weird symbols that are probably associated to a specific application. But really, this is... the memo, it is represented by... let me scroll again. It is represented by and symbol. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, XX, and dot 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is Y symbol. And so these are tactiles indications you can use, but if I click on the memo, then I'll see in Braille none. So for sure, if you want more information about the tactile mode, go ahead and find out the user guide. You should be able to find some information about this mode in there. But to be honest, this is not the main purpose of the Dot Watch. It is mostly designed for Braille readers. So let's put it back into Braille.
Let me see if there's
Date display order.
I'll press
Braille mode.
Yeah,
button.
please select Braille
Selected.
at first.
Braille
Okay,
mode.
thanks. Yeah, the watch vibrates twice. Then if I press the selector, I can now read 0407. So I am all set now. Okay. Next option.
Tactile mode button. Date display order.
Okay.
Selected. Month/date. View the date in the order of month and date button.
Keep in mind that if you press 3 times the select button from the sleep screen, you may be able to read out the date.
Date/month. View the date in the order of date and month button.
So yes, you can change this out.
Hour mode. Heading.
Hour mode.
Selected. Default mode. Follow the device default hour mode button.
So depending if your device is in 12 or 24 hour mode, AM, PM, or 24, it will adjust automatically. Or
12-hour mode. View the time in 12 hours format on your watch button.
there we go.
24-hour mode. View the time in 24 hours format on your watch button.
That's the option I prefer personally.
Reverse mode. Switch button off.
What
Double
is
tap to toggle
the-
setting.
reverse mode. The reverse mode allows to move forward. I think we'll have the description there.
Reverse the display, crown, and buttons of the watch upside down. Recommended for those who would like to wear the watch on the right wrist.
There we go. So, like the Braille display will be inverted, all the control will be inverted, etc. So, if you want to wear the watch in your right arm and have the dot crown pointing in the direction of your hand, that's the thing.
My watch, tab, 1 of 4.
And we're done with the display page into the settings.
Dot watch 1358, back dot watch.
Thanks. Okay. What's next?
Dot watch 1358, heading. Notification, display setting, output, display notification settings, button.
Notification.
Yeah, notifications. Let's go there.
Notification, switch button, on. Call, switch button, on. Others, switch button, on. My watch,
Well,
tab.
so you can decide here if you want to receive only notifications, only calls, both. To be honest, I don't know what is other.
Other, it's like, I think, like, let's say if you receive a notification from Messenger.
No, I think
Huh?
this one is notification, to be honest. No, I think other is like at the battery level or things like this, like when the battery is weak but, go ahead and find out the user guide. But personally, having a dot watch, I'll make sure to, select all of them.
Notification settings, heading, dot watch 1358, dot watch. Notification settings, button. Language settings, button.
Language setting. If you want to change the language as well as the grade Braille level, you can do it there. By the way, 2 options are inside of it.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yep, good.
Languages, loading, button. Languages, English, UEB, grade 2, Francais, grade 1, button.
Okay, so here are the languages that are selected in the dot watch. You can also install several others. I think Arabic is there. A couple are. Would you like maybe to show them?
Language settings, selected, English, button.
By the
Rule,
way,
button.
there is no way to remove English. Okay, this one is selected by default and will remain selected.
Selected, rule, button. Grade, button.
I don't know what
Rule,
is
selected,
rule?
English, button.
Oh, I need to double click it, okay.
Yeah, to select, and when selected, you can change the grade. And in English, we have also rule. I don't know what is that. Maybe the type of Braille. Go ahead and rule just for
Rule,
fun.
button. Selected, UEB, button.
Oh, yeah, okay.
My watch, tab, selected, UEB, rule, heading.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, probably that in the future they will add some other Braille tables there. Now it's only the UEB, but maybe that it was possible, or it is possible, let's say maybe to upload some like the UK Braille table or the US one or something like this. Okay, let's go out of there.
Rule, heading. Languages, back button. Languages.
Okay.
Rule, button.
Do you want me to show the list of languages before we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Selected, English,
good.
button. Selected, English.
No, this one is already selected. Just
Rule,
move right.
Button. Selected, rule, grade, button. Button.
I don't know what is that.
German.
Oh, yeah. Maybe remove the I don't know if maybe we can just go ahead and remove the language detection.
Hints. Language, vertical languages, English, UEB, grade 2, Francais, grade 1, language, English, US.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be much better. I think.
Primary languages, English, UEB, grade, selected, English, rule, grade, unified ideograph,
Okay.
unified ideograph, button.
So this,
Italiano, button.
Okay.
Italian,
Cap P, Cyrillic small letter U, Cyrillic small letter S, Cyrillic small letter S, Cyrillic small letter K, Cyrillic small letter A, Cyrillic small letter short 1, button.
let me see with the default.
Italiano, button. English, US, Cap P,
Узкий.
button.
Yeah,
I
this
don't,
is.
I don't know what this.
I think it's either Russian or something like this.
TAVET button.
No idea what this
No
is.
idea.
한국어.
Button.
This is Korean.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, yes. I know it.
Espanol button.
Okay.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish.
Deutsch button.
Oh no. Okay, so Dutch. That's for Germany.
I think so, yeah.
But what was German? I don't know.
I don't know.
Cheshtina button.
No idea what this is.
Nope.
العربية button.
Okay, Arabic.
Selected. Francais button.
French.
Can we unselect it?
Français, but
Yes.
yeah, that's the thing.
Can we unselect it?
I think yes.
Selected. Francais.
No, we can't.
I found a way. No, I think I know why. Maybe the primary language is not selected the right way, but I think I found a way to unselect it to do a test or something.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Grade button.
And that's it.
Yeah, now you can now you can see the grade for
Yeah.
French because it is selected. Over it again.
My watch tab.
Okay,
1
and
of
now
4.
we're done. And go out of there, you'll see that we have another option into language.
Language settings. Back button. Language.
Okay, all right.
Primary language. English button. My watch tab.
Okay, primary language,
English
it is
button.
now set up to English, but so you can change between selected language, the primary language that will be used by the dot watch from there. So if you click it, you'll see that you'll have the choice between English and French.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's the thing. And I think we're now done for language. So go back.
Dot watch
go out of
1358.
there.
Back button. Dot watch.
Great. And what else?
Firmware update. V211-0035 button.
Okay, so to update the firmware.
Yeah, but it will say that it's up to date. According
Current version.
Probably.
V211-0035. Latest version. Loading.
Up. Do we have another one?
Because we updated it yesterday with
yeah.
my phone.
Wait a couple
Latest version.
sec.
Loading. Checking.
Checking.
And by the way, when you update this, make sure that your auto lock is off, that you stay in the app, and you don't do
Alert.
anything
Response
else.
code is not acceptable.
What?
What is this?
Okay, what?
OK button. Response code. OK button.
What?
Firmware
Okay.
update. V211. Watch information button. Firmware update.
Try to
V211-0035
go...
button.
Are we
Yeah.
connected to your network?
Wait.
No service. Status. Femi_Danjuao_5.
Yes,
3
we
Wi-Fi
are.
R.
Okay.
Language settings. Firmware update.
Let's try again,
V211-0035
maybe.
button.
Sorry?
Let's try again, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And by the way, don't turn off the unit while
No.
updating.
As well as the mobile phone for sure.
Yeah.
And also make sure to keep the watch and the iPhone closer from each other.
And your phone must
each
be
other.
charged at least at 50%.
Yes, you're right, because
Language
yesterday we
settings
got a
button. Firmware
message
update.
saying that the phone needs to be charged. I've connected the phone, and even though we were continue getting the message that it must be charged at least at 50%, even if connected.
I'll check again firmware.
Yeah,
update.
good.
Current version.
That was strange.
V211-0035. Latest version. Loading. Checking.
Wait. So weird.
And the update process is a bit similar with the both frames. Don't lock your screen on. Don't exit the app.
Yeah, if you really want to update them, but these are not bringing a lot of enhancement. Anyways, okay, what's going on with the update?
So
V200. This is the latest version.
Okay, now we got the confirmation that we are now up to date. Why it was not the latest version? Why we got an error code? I really don't know. Anyways,
Dot watch 1358. Back button.
Okay.
Dot watch. Firmware update. V211-0035. Button. Watch information.
Okay.
Button.
Watch info. I think it's for the serial number and things like this.
Unpair. Button.
Oh, and we have unpair.
My watch.
And
Tab.
that's it.
Watch
Let's
information.
Yep.
Button.
We're
Watch
now
info.
done.
Device type.
Yep.
Dot watch. Button.
Why button?
I think they are called button, but I'm not sure
Dot
they're
watch.
clickable.
Oh, true.
Yep.
Serial number. W. Firmware version. V211. Button. Protocol version. 21. But application version. Heading. 2.1.0. 39. Button. OS version. Heading.
And that's the
Yeah.
OS of the phone.
Watch
Yeah.
information. Heading. Dot watch 1358. Back button. Dot watch.
Here we go. Maybe I think we can now try to send maybe a couple of notifications just to check this out, and also just before sending notification, it will vibrate twice each time you receive a notification. If you're receiving a call, you'll feel some vibration, and you'll be able to read out call. Then if you press once the selector, you'll be able to see the name or the phone number of the person who is calling you. Then if you click again select, it will accept the call, but not from the watch, from your phone, because the watch doesn't have any speaker and microphone. Or if you press the power or menu button, it will decline the call. That's it. And regarding notifications, maybe would you like to send me out a message, or?
Does it have a SIM card?
No, there's no SIM card in my phone, but I can give you a direct email address, so you can send it out through iMessage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And by the way, for those who might be a bit mixed up, there is no SIM card in the dot watch as well. So no cellular network in the dot watch. It needs to be paired on your phone. And by the way, one interesting feature of the dot watch during the time you were sending me the text message.
Hold on, let me grab my phone.
Yep. So yeah, the interesting feature is the possibility to be notified. Like if my phone is out of the Bluetooth area that the dot watch can communicate with it, automatically I'll receive a notification saying disconnect or connect, like if the phone is back here, and this one will be a notification, not a silent one, but it will be like the dot will pop up automatically saying it's going to be a written disk, so you'll be sure to be notified if your phone is out of range. So that's nice. And I'll greatly also invite you to read out the user guide, because you'll find out some possibility to delete a specific notification from the watch, to delete all notifications, to do all of this. So no problem. And when deleting them from the watch,
One notification.
okay, then
Messages.
I got the message.
Now, Olivier Danjou.
Okay,
TH
let
/S
me pause this out.
Few mistakes there because of Braille screen input, and I didn't hear my phone properly.
Okay, perfect. Let me then try to read out the message. And so, yes, so by the way, yes, what I was saying is that if you delete out some notification from the watch, they will also be deleted from the phone themselves. So let me go into Naughty. Okay, there we go. So notification number 1. Then if I click, now I can see messages, in fact. Then if I'm scrolling, Olivier. Oh, now it is in English contract with Braille, in fact. Danjou, then I can read out. This is so weird because
Messages, 1 minute ago, Olivier Danjou.
you made a lot of mistakes, and it is also in contracted Braille as well, so it is quite unreadable. But yeah, that's the thing.
Let me raise the volume of my phone so that we'll know.
Let me also
Press home to
remove
unlock
the contracted Braille.
Unpair button. Dot
Oops,
watch.
not there.
Dot app switch. Dot watch 2. Active. Dot watch. Output settings. Dot watch out. Notification. Language settings. Language. Primary language. My watch. My primary languages. Language. Rule. Grade. Language. Selected. Rule. Grade. Button. Grade 1. Button. Selected.
It's gonna
rule.
be much
Grade.
better
Languages.
this way.
Heading. Select rule. Grade. Button. Grade. Rule. Selected. English. Button. Language settings. Back. Save. Button. Save.
Okay, there we go.
Primary language. My watch. Primary language. English. Button.
There we go. So now I am into grade 1. I think it's going to be better for me. If there is some mistake inside of the message. By the way, when browsing the notifications, I can turn the digital crown to clockwise to go to the next notification. They are numbered. On each number, I need then to click the select button in order to access the notification.
One notification.
Okay,
Messages.
there
Now.
we go. Then if I go there, okay, then, oops, that's the notification number 2. When reading a notification, I can just move the crown counter or clockwise in order to counter to go back to the previous notification, or clockwise to go to the next one, okay? So messages, now I can see your name, Olivier.
And maybe you can auto scroll.
Yes, I can. I'll do it manually. And then it is written, hello. Hello, this is... I'm scrolling at a good speed manually. This is a test with the dot watch. And you put the dot. There we go. Looking. There we go. Looking forward to try it on my phone. Then I can see that it was sent at 4:33 p.m. There we go. So this is nice. I have the possibility to read it out. This is slower than reading on the Braille display, knowing that you have only 4 Braille cells.
Messages, 1 minute ago. Olivier Danjou. Hello, this is a test with the dot watch. Looking forward to try it on my phone. Button.
So I think I got the right one. There we go. So it's a bit slower than reading using a regular Braille display because you have less Braille cells, but that's fine as well. Talking about price?
Yeah. The dot watch is $520. No
$519,
tax.
yes, no tax.
And the funny thing about this is I just bought a new Apple Watch. So yesterday when you showed me that, I was like, oh my god, I want that. But I bought the Apple Watch Series 5.
Already. But this is not a replacement, to be honest, to the Apple Watch. So if you're used with an Apple Watch, this is not a replacement to it. This is an interesting tool that will complete the functionality of the Apple Watch. Anyways, but it will require that you'll need to use 2 watches at the same time.
Yeah, I'll try it out.
Yeah, it is. It is available at $519 and $99. So, but I was curious to try it out, and that's nice too. That's nice to have, especially when being in meeting. Just want to be able to access the crazy security code that Google sent you by text message. That's something nice. We're not selling it at Canadialog at this time. Maybe later on. We'll see what we can do. Maybe. This time, I know in Canada, this is available at the CNIB store. Just before ending this podcast, here's a complement of information. After checking out with the company who produced the Dot Watch, so Dot Incorp, well, it's occurred that there's absolutely no possibility to remove or disassemble the band from the watch, so there's absolutely no way to change it without sending for repair or RMA. So if the band got defect, there's no way to remove it and fix another one to the watch. In regards to the rubber part, officially called the protection skin, well, this one is not, it is just, let's say, a quick protection against dust and water to the watch. There's no warranty, or the watch is not officially water resistant or waterproof. So it was confirmed by the person at Dot Incorp in charge of support. So even if there is a protection skin on the watch, please do not put this one into the water or in a humid place. It may cause damage to the watch. Also, regarding purchasing extra protection skin in Canada, well, it's occurred that there's no vendor in Canada for that. This time, you need to go on the Dot Incorp website in order to purchase an additional protection skin. Also, in regards to the warranty, it is warranty 1 year. What is, however, really strange is the fact that in the warranty documentation provided by Dot Incorp, it seems that Braille sales are under warranty for only the first 6 months. And checking with Shop CNIB, where I purchased the watch from, they told me that it is warranty for a year, and they can handle return and RMA in case of a defective unit. However, they did not mention, even if I asked the question, if there is a limited warranty period on Braille sales. They did not mention anything. It seems to be 1 year in Canada. That's. I think the product is just too new for this kind of questions, and someone provided information, the other one provided another one. So, just want to give you the right information and the information that I have at this time. Well, I don't know if it's the right one, but anyway, I have 2 different versions, so I just want to inform you about this. And if you're planning to purchase a Dot watch, I'll greatly suggest you to get the information by yourself from the vendor. I think it's going to be safer. Also, another great information we did not mention during the initial recording of this podcast is the fact that yes, you have the possibility to put a 10 memo on the watch. However, a memo is limited to 250 characters. So, in total, the memo app allows up to 2,500 characters maximum storage. So just be aware about this, but that's fine for a memo. If you want to put a short list, a short grocery list or something like this, it might be helpful. Or you just have a tracking number you want to have accessible, quickly accessible, like a UPS, a FedEx, a Canada Post tracking number, and want to be able to transcribe it back. That's a great tool for that. Finally, I just want to come back a bit about the tactile mode of the Dot Watch. I got more information about this one, and I just want to give you the limitation of this mode. Let me give you a bit more explanation about this one. So, using the watch, you can first switch between Braille mode and the tactile mode by pressing the following sequence: power or the home button, then select, then power or home again, then press and hold the select until you feel 2 vibration, and then the tactile mode should be good to go. So right now, what time is it? That's a good question. The way it works, so if I press the selector, the 2 first cell will indicate the hour. So let's say that right now it is 5 past p.m. So the way it works, the first cell is a Q letter. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knowing that that's are like cells are formed from left to right, top to bottom. So now the first cell is 5 dots, so indicating 5 hours. Then after that, the cell number 3 and 4 indicate the number of 5 minutes passed. So now I have 6 dots in the cell number 3 and nothing in the cell number 4. So it means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 minutes. So 6 multiplied by 5 equals, we are now between 5:30 and 5:35. Then if I press again the selector, what I'm gonna see is the first 2 cells indicate 10th. So let's say that the first cell is formed with that 1 to 4. This will indicate that it is now a 30, and the 2 last cells, so cell number 3, cell number 4, indicate the unit. So right now I can feel in the cell number 3 4 dots, indicating that it is 5:34. That's how it works. Well, some other features also exist for the date. Regarding the stopwatch, well, it exists. Regarding the notification and memo, by the way, you need to be able to read out Braille, like mentioned. Regarding the stopwatch, the way it works, you'll have only the possibility to count until 6 minutes 59 seconds. The way it works, if I press the selector key, well, it's gonna launch the stopwatch, then I can press select again. The last 2 cells indicate seconds. So let's say that now I have 9 seconds. Well, it's gonna be full cell for the cell number 3, and that's 1, 2, 4 for the cell number 4. Then the first 2 cells indicate 10 second. So the second cell indicate 10, and the first cell indicate minutes. So counting the number of dots. So let's say that right now I'll pause the stopwatch. Let's say that in my first cell I have 1 dot for 1 minute. In the second cell I have 2 dots, so that 1, 4 indicating 20 seconds. The third cell contains 6 dots, and the fourth cell contains 2 dots, indicating 1 minute 28. Because why the 8? You need to addition the number of dots contained in the cell number 3 and the cell number 4. So 6 plus 2 equals 8. So 1 minute 28 seconds. Whew. And what about in regards to the timer? Well, this one, when using the tactile mode, only provide one functionality. The way it works, when clicking on select on the timer, it starts automatically a countdown of 4 minutes 59 seconds. The way it works, in the first cell, dot 1 will be blinking until you reach out 30 seconds. And then dot 1 through 3 will pop out in the first cell. Then dot 4 of the first cell will start blinking, indicating that we are between 30 seconds and 1 minute. Then the dot 4, 5, 6 of the first cell will be added. So the first cell will be dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a full cell. Then the second cell, the dot 1, will start blinking. etc., etc. So, you know, every 30 seconds, like during the 30-second progression, you'll have a dot, either 1 or 4 blinking, and then after a period of 30 seconds completed, then the place where the dot was blinking will be filled by 3 dots. So the column where the dot was blinking will be filled by 3 dots. So up to, for minute 59, because there's no fifth cells. So until the fourth cells will be completed, well, you'll see a symbol and the watch will vibrate indicating timeout. So there's no way using the tactile mode to adjust or to preset a timer value. Let's say I want to set up a timer for 2 minutes 15 seconds, forget it. So these are the limitation of the tactile mode. So really, as mentioned before, the dot watch is really designed for a Braille user if you want to be able to benefit of all its functionalities. Make sure to be a good Braille reader if you decide to purchase this kind of watch. All right, so I think this is what concludes this podcast.
Yeah.
And any question?
Well, I'm looking forward to trying a day with 2 watches to see what it does.
For sure, will do. Definitely. And it's pretty interesting. Anyway, maybe you can put one in each arm, so each wrist.
Maybe.
All right. So, by the way, if you have some question, comments, or would like to
contact us.
Yeah, same thing. If you want to suggest us a topic for next podcast, we'll be more than happy to talk with you and study your suggestion and assess it. And I think we're done. And
so
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and happy hand of holidays.
Yeah, but probably New Year at the time we'll be publishing this podcast.
And everything you want, health,
happiness.
Happiness. Some fun with your friends. Anything that makes you happy. We wish it to you. Yeah.
Healthy and happy. There we go. So it was Olivier and Alexandre.
Yeah. Signing out.
Bye for now. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwitness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555. Extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.